Do you know what is the secret of 84 lakh yonis mentioned in our Hindu Sanatan scriptures? There is a lot of confusion amongst us Hindus about the 84 lakh yonis mentioned in the scriptures, and everyone tries to interpret it in their own way. In fact, the 84 lakh yonis mentioned in our scriptures are purely in relation to biology and its gradual development. It has been told in the religious texts of our Sanatan Dharma that the development of life in the universe has taken place in a gradual manner, and this has been expressed in many of our texts. This is described in the Srimad Bhagavad Purana as follows. Srishtava Purani Vividhanya Ajay Atma Saktya Vriksan Sarisrip Pashun Khag Danda Shukan Taistarya Atushta Hridayah Purusham Vidhaya Brahma Avaloka Dhishanam Mudam Apa Devaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, expanding His own potency, Maya Shakti, created innumerable species of life to house the conditioned souls. Yet by creating the forms of trees, reptiles, animals, birds, snakes, and so on, the Lord was not satisfied within His heart. Then He created human life, which offers the conditioned soul sufficient intelligence to perceive the absolute truth, and became pleased. That is, the fundamental power of the world was expressed in the form of creation, and in this sequence, trees, reptiles, animals, birds, insects, spiders, fish, etc. were created in many forms. But that did not lead to the full expression of that consciousness. Hence, man was created who could realize that basic element. God has specifically created the human form of life to facilitate the liberation of the conditioned soul. Therefore, one who abuses human life prepares his path to hell. As stated in the Vedas, Purushatve cha vistaram atma. In the human form of life, there is good possibility of understanding the eternal soul. The Vedas also state, Tabhyo gam anaya ta abruvan, na vai no yam alam iti. Tabhyo swam anayat ta abruvan, na vai no yam alam iti. Tabhya purusham anayat ta abruvan sukritam bata. The purport of this Shruti mantra is that lower forms of life, such as the cow and horse, are not actually suitable to fulfill the purpose of creation. But human life affords the opportunity to understand one's eternal relationship with God. Thus, one must control the material senses and fulfill the real purpose of human life. If one takes to Krishna consciousness, the Supreme Lord personally feels happiness and gradually reveals Himself to His devotee. The Lord's material creation consists of the living entities and dead matter, which the less intelligent try to enjoy. The Lord, however, is not satisfied by those species that blindly strive for sense gratification without understanding spiritual nature. We are suffering due to our forgetfulness of Krishna and the blissful situation of His abode. If we accept the Lord as protector and shelter and execute His order, we can easily revive our eternal, blissful nature as parts and parcels of the personality of Godhead. It is for this purpose that the Lord has created human life. The second main thing is that, in the Indian tradition, 84 lakh yonis were said in the journey from the beginning of life to the human. Its purpose is that life on earth, passing in a very subtle and simple way, gradually united, and only after 84 lakh yonis, the development of intelligent beings like human was possible. Today, modern science also believes that in the journey from amoeba to human, consciousness has passed through about 1 crore 4 lakh species. Yoni is a Sanskrit word which means place of origin. Tapaha shrutam cha yonischa etad brahmana karanam. Our religious texts have given precise classification of these 84 lakh yonis, and all beings are divided into two parts, yonij and ayonij. Yoni means womb and ja means born. That is, the beings born by the combination of two were called yonij, and the creatures that developed like amoeba on their own were called ayonij. Born supernaturally, not born from the womb. Apart from this, beings were broadly divided into three parts. Number 1. Jalchar, aquatic, all the creatures that live in water. Number 2. Thalchar, overland, all the creatures that move on the earth. Number 3. Nabhchar, avian, all the creatures who live in the sky. In addition to this, on the basis of the origin of beings, 84 lakh yonis were classified into these four types. Number 1. Jarayuj. Human beings, animals born from the womb of the mother are called Jarayuj. Number 2. Andaj. The animals that are born from the eggs are called Andaj. Number 3. Swadej. Small animals produced by stool, urine, sweat, etc. are called Swadej. Number 4. Udibhaj. Beings born from the earth were included in the Udibhaj class. Not only that, in the Padma Puran we find a verse, Jalaj Nav Lakshani Sthavar Lakshvimshati Krimyo Rudra Sankhya Pakshinam Dash Lakshanam Trinshal Lakshani Pashvaha Chatur Lakshani Manavaha. Meaning, number 1. Water-based life forms, 9 lakh. Number 2. Plants and trees, 20 lakh. Number 3. Reptiles, 11 lakh. Number 4. Birds, 10 lakh. Number 5. Terrestrial animals, 30 lakh. Number 6. The rest of the human race. Total 84 lakhs. In this way, in just one verse of 7,000 years old or more, we get not only the number of species present on earth but also their classification. Similarly, on the basis of anatomy, also classification of beings took place. In Gita 2.22, Lord Sri Krishna has said, just as a person discards old clothes and accepts new clothes, so the soul gives up old bodies and gets new bodies. As a man shedding worn-out garments takes other new ones, likewise the embodied soul, casting off worn-out bodies, enters into others which are new. Only a human being is said to be the best among the 84 lakh living beings. That is why it is instructed to use human life in good works. Since being born as a human is such a rare opportunity, one should make complete use of this human life and devote one's lifetime to do good things, earn knowledge, help others, serve the society, and try to attain moksha, salvation. I hope you learn. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram.